Hello everyone, I'm JG. Welcome back to Music Forever, where today I'm going to be reviewing the new single from the Foo Fighters, Run. Now, when I found out the Foo Fighters had a new single release, I was really excited because the Foo Fighters, if you didn't know, they're my favorite band. So, obviously I would be really excited. Now, I was kind of surprised that this single even existed because if you are a Foo Fighters fan, you may know that back in late 2015, I believe it was in November, when they released their Saint Cecilia EP, that was the last project they put out. They said they were going on a hiatus, and there was lots of confusion at the time amongst fans whether or not this meant that they were breaking up or that, because when some bands say they're going on hiatus, that just means maybe we'll come back one day. But for the Foo Fighters, it kind of reassured people that that wasn't the case. They're not breaking up. That they're just kind of taking a longer break. But I guess not really, because it hasn't really been all that long. As I said before, that was in 2015, the end of 2015 when that EP was released. And their last album before that, Sonic Highways, was released in the end of 2014. So it really hasn't been all that long. And now, of course, we're not sure if this new single here is going to be a part of the next Foo Fighters album, but the band has said that they're working on a new project. So I'm guessing that this could be a part of the new project, and I think it likely could be. And regardless, I mean, they have a new project in the works, so I'm really excited for that. Here on Run, the Foo Fighters decided to go in a bit of a heavier direction at times, which, in 2017 is a very good thing considering the direction that some other bands have decided to go in. But here on this track, it starts off a bit softer, but not in a poppy kind of way, kind of in that soft Foo Fighters way that they've done on tracks before that I enjoy. However, don't let that fool you, because the track comes in with some really hard-hitting parts later on. Dave Grohl's vocals reach that sort of, very punky, aggressive style to them. It reminds me a bit of the track White Limo from their album Wasting Light, which is one of my favorites from that album. And the vocals aren't quite as aggressive as that all the way through the song, because there are some more softer, more melodic moments, such as on the chorus of the track where he's, just doing his normal clean singing thing. But during the verses, he has a very aggressive delivery that I really like. The guitars throughout the track are also very aggressive, with the exception of the beginning, which, as I mentioned before, is a bit softer. But once the heaviness kicks in, you just have some of the heaviest guitar riffs I heard from the Foo Fighters in a while. It's just I'm really happy to hear this kind of aggression coming from the band in 2017, and it makes me really excited to hear what they're going to have on their upcoming project. The song has a really cool guitar solo towards the end also that I really enjoyed. The length of this track is a little over 5 minutes, so it's not a short track by any means, yet it doesn't get boring. I love how the fact that it changes from the very soft beginning to the more aggressive verses to the more melodic, yet not exactly soft choruses. It's all very nice. It incorporates a lot of elements that the Foo Fighters have played with before, such as, the very aggressive, punky style, the kind of, soft, loud dynamic that the Foo Fighters have used a lot, and Nirvana also, Dave Grohl's band that he was in prior to the Foo Fighters, obviously Nirvana. And it also has elements such as the softer elements I mentioned before at the beginning of the track. We've seen Foo Fighters tracks like that, also tracks like Let It Die. Overall, this track is very good in my opinion. It's not one of my favorite Foo Fighters songs, at least not yet, but I think it's a very good sign of what's to come in the future. And I think if the album that's going to be coming out is anything like this, I think we're going to get a pretty good album out of the Foo Fighters. And I already think that this is going to be better than the previous album, Sonic Highways, which, while I enjoyed, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I thought the concept of the album could have been executed a bit better, but it was still an alright album. But this, I think, is going to be a bit better than that, based on this single at least. Hoping it's on the album. It's a great track. It also has a really cool music video. I know I don't usually talk about music videos in these because it doesn't really affect the song itself, but I do recommend checking out the music video. It has that signature kind of Foo Fighters music video vibe to it, where even if the song itself isn't or it's a more serious topic, they kind of have a more joking tone in their videos, a more comedic tone, which I do enjoy. It's a great video. If you like all the other Foo Fighters music videos, you're going to like this one. So check it out while you're checking out the song also. Give it a listen. It's worth checking out in my opinion. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would leave a like on the video. Comment down below or your thoughts on this track. I'd like to know them. Or the music video also. Subscribe to the channel for more track reviews, more album reviews, other music content, discussions, top 10 lists. We got some of those planned for the future. And of course, I'm going to be reviewing this new Foo Fighters project whenever it drops, hopefully sometime this year. Maybe we'll get it in the fall or the winter. If we're lucky, maybe even the end of the summer. So thanks for watching. Stay golden.